Hello, YouTube. Today we're going to talk about the Golden Horde. All right. It's something that gets mentioned here and there in prepper and survivalist circles, but I don't think that the picture gets painted the way it should be painted about the Golden Horde. All right. So we're going to do that today. We're going to talk about it. And then we're going to talk about what things you can do that are going to be most effective in protecting you from the Golden Horde. All right, so this term, I first heard it probably over 2 decades ago. I want to say it was on SHTF blog, which is written by Jim Rawls. There's a lot of contributions to the blog and stuff like that as well from other people. So I'll give him credit for making up the term. I think he did make it up. But for a long time before that, there's been talk of, the city people are going to bail to the country when the big shit hit the fan happens, right? We're not talking about localized SHTF. Like a lot of preppers and survivalists, they think about localized SHTF scenarios like Hurricane Katrina, for example, okay? And they use that as their blueprint for getting themselves prepared. I don't think that's the right blueprint, okay? I think you need to be looking at nationwide crisis, okay? Because let's take Hurricane Katrina, for example, right? You got FEMA's going to run in and rescue you, search and rescue. Freaking even SAR was flying in and bailing people out. I knew a dude that was, in the Navy at the time, and that's what he was doing, was flying around in a chopper and pulling people off of rooftops and stuff, right? So, in those situations, the government's going to come bail you out. They're going to take their sweet ass time because they really don't care about you. They're more concerned about how it looks if they don't show up, right, with whoever's in charge, okay? But a nationwide crisis, we're kind of operating under the pretense that the government is no longer operating the way it should. I mean, there may be local law enforcement and possibly even military that's still operating in an official capacity, but a lot of them are going to end up going home or bailing if it gets bad enough, right? Okay. So, the Golden Horde is not, it's not referring to localized shit hit the fan. It's referring to all hell's broken loose, like US wide, Canada wide, right? North American wide, whatever it is, Australian wide, wherever it is you're from. Okay, and the supply chains have collapsed and the infrastructure's collapsed, okay, because people in cities and in, highly populated areas very much depend on the supply chain to feed them, okay, and the infrastructure to keep them hydrated and keep them warm, right? Well, when that shit collapses, okay, people are going to get desperate and they're going to have to find food and they're going to do whatever it takes to find it, all right? So I imagine that in a nationwide crisis like that, you're going to have people that are going to loot and pillage and burn highly populated parts of the cities. And when they run out of stuff to eat there, they're going to begin to spread like a spiderweb. That's my dog pissing right by me. Thank you so much, cowboy. Okay. They're going to spread like a big spider web. They're going to end up going through suburbs. And if that's where you live, they're going to try to take your shit, right? So let's talk about who the Golden Horde actually is, because I think it's going to make more sense, and it will probably make you take it a lot more serious when it comes to your prepping, okay? So the Golden Horde is made up of good people, right? People that live in the city, they've got their career, they're raising their kids, they have the best intentions, and they're just trying to get ahead, right? Okay, well, when the shit goes down, those people are going to become desperate, and they might not be as good as they've always been, because desperate times call for desperate measures, guys. All right? So think about that. Next, I want you to go back to the last few years and think about all of the video you've seen of ass clowns that are like looting buildings, right? Burning them to the ground for fun, jumping on vehicles and smashing them with people still in them, okay, dragging people out of cars and beating their ass in the street just because they were the wrong color when they drove through town, right? people cheap shotting old ladies, just trying to cross the crosswalk, right, and stealing their purse. I've seen videos where old men, we're talking 80 plus, have been hit as hard as the thug could hit them multiple times to take their wallet, and the old guys died from the assault. Okay? So, those kind of people are going to make up a lot of the rank and file of the Golden Horde. All right? And so, shitheads, that's what we're going to call them. So, you have shithead group A, okay, over here. Then you have shithead group B, all right, which is all the entitled pieces of crap out there that have been eating, breathing, and shitting on somebody else's dime for years and years and years and never lifted a finger to contribute in any way. Okay? These people are so entitled, they think that you should help them and give them what you have just because they breathe air. All right? So shithead group A and shithead group B, they're kind of like this, right? They kind of intermingle a bit. And guys, birds of a feather flock together. So when this shit goes down, these people are going to form groups just like they did during the riots and the looting, okay? And these flash mobs where they're storming Target all at the same time and shit like that, okay? And they're going to get together and they're going to do whatever it takes to survive, okay? Basically, think of the worst Walmart Black Friday video you've ever seen and arm half of those clowns and make them starving, okay? That is what you're going to be dealing with, all right? So, now we've got a pretty good idea of what the Golden Horde actually is today, guys. It's not the same as it was 20, 30, 40 years ago. All right? You had a much higher caliber of people back in those days, right? You had people that were better people, that cared more about others, whereas today you have a lot of shitheads, okay? And that's just the honest truth of it, dudes. I have spent a lot of time in really big cities. I have. And it is full, they are full of shitheads, all right? There's shitheads in the country, too. They just tend to be kind of a different version of shithead, all right? So, yeah. So now we know what the Golden Horde is, all right? So what can you expect from the Golden Horde? We're gonna hit that next, all right? What you can expect from them is they're going to consume everything deep in the city. And as it disappears, they're going to spread outward to consume more. And they're going to search for and take whatever they can find. All right? And, a lot of these people are going to be good people, refugees. And so, you have to be a little discerning, at least, in the way that you're going to deal with people if you have to deal with them. Okay? So, it's going to be rough, man. It's going to be rough. But that's what you can expect from them, okay? To just spread outward and to consume. You can also expect that some of them, the ones that think they're going to run to the country and hunt deer with their Remington Ultra Mag, having, never even taken it to the range and zero it, right? You're going to see those dudes as well, all right? So there's going to be waves, I'm sure, right? Like first wave, people that think, oh, I got my kid calling me. Yeah, so there's going to be waves, I'm sure, right? Waves, wave one, dudes with the Remington Ultra Mags and the 338 Lapuas that have never even broke the barrel in, right? Whew, out they go, okay? And then they'll probably go further, you know what I mean? Get out there and go to their camp spot, the one they camped at 3 years ago, right? Because they take camping super serious, and that's the last time they did it. Probably go out in their travel trailer, or their toy hauler, where they're like, yeah, I got so much water and gas, I'm good for months. You know what I'm saying, guys? Okay? And then, there'll be another wave of people that are like, shit, this is getting bad. We ought to bail, and they'll probably end up on foot if they wait too long, right? And then wave after wave, right? So probably the worst of the lot will be, heading out towards the middle or towards the end, right? Okay, so what can you do? How can we use the 80-20 rule and apply that to dealing with the Golden Horde, right? For those of you that haven't watched my other videos, this is 20% of what you do produces 80% of the results. Okay, guys? So what you do is you focus on the 20% and you do more of that, all right? So let's talk about what we can do with the Golden Horde, the 20%, all right? The first thing is you can be in a different place, right? In my location video, I went over this. Location is literally 20% that's going to produce 80% of the results when it comes to surviving and prepping. It is big, big, big. All right, dudes? Right now, look behind me. Okay? This is where I'm at. My nearest neighbor is 3 miles away. The nearest big city, and it's not even that big, is 150 miles-ish. I know how long it takes to drive there. Okay? I am not really worried about the Golden Horde. And the road that gets here from the asphalt is long and not special, and there's really no reason to come up it. Okay? I practice what I preach, dudes. All right? So, I've picked a location where the chances of me dealing with the Golden Horde are slim to zero. Okay? Slim to zero. And you don't want to have to deal with them, guys. Like, they're one of the big dangers of full-on shit hit the fan. Right? Without the rule of law, the end of the world as we know it, whatever you want to call it, even if it only lasts for a couple years, they are one of the big dangers, right? Like, how are you really going to spend your time in shit hit the fan, right? You're going to spend I am going to spend 99% of it providing food, water, shelter, making sure I'm ready for the winter time, right? Preserving food, shit like that. I'm going to spend 1% of my time, dealing with the horrors of violence between humans, okay? But if you live close to the Golden Horde and where it's going to come through, you're going to spend 5% or 10% of your time dealing with that horrific violence. And you might actually even spend 100% of your time, which means you did not make it, right? It is one of the really big dangers you want to try to avoid, okay? Now, I know a lot of people aren't going to pick up and move, right? So what can you do? What can you do if you're not going to move, right? Well, probably the most effective things are to be ready to bail. Get the hell away from it. Have a place to go. Prep somewhere other than home, right? If home is going to be right in the crosshairs of the Golden Horde, maybe you ought to go in with your group on a small property somewhere else and prep there and make sure you have a means of getting there. And then you want to pack up your shit and head out as soon as you see shit going south. You don't want to get caught there, right? And guys, you always want to have some extra food and water storage at home. I don't care if your plan is to straight up bug out. You need to have at least 3 months. And that's because the guineas are coming to say hi to me. And that's because that, you can expect that the first 3 months of massive nationwide shit hit the fan to be the worst of it. So if you get stuck and you have to hunker down, man, the last thing you want to do is do it without any food and water, because now you're part of the Golden Horde, right? Okay. And you don't want to be part of that horde, man. Refugees, historically, they don't do good, okay? So you can have a place somewhere else that you're going to bug out to, right? What else can you do? Well, if you're going to be stuck where you're at, you can try not to attract the attention of the Golden Horde, all right? So basically, gray man principles. Make yourself the least appealing target, right? Another way you can go about it is be very overt. You can make you can make them not want to target you because, boy, they might incur the wrath of a heavily armed and prepared group. But you will attract attention that way, especially if law enforcement and military are still operating in an official capacity. Guys, look back at Katrina, man. National Guard and the sheriffs went freaking door to door and confiscated firearms. Okay? They don't give a shit about your rights. All right? They'll use any excuse to abuse you. Okay? All right, so you can make yourself a not appealing target, right? If you're going to go overt like that, all tacked out and shit, grand thumbing it up, right? Might as well go all the way into it. Sandbags, freaking barbed wire, right? Just make it look like you're too hard of a target to take, okay? On the flip side, if you're going the covert method, gray man principles, right? Sandbags are still a great idea, guys. I'll tell you what, a lot of people think a vehicle is cover from a modern rifle cartridge. Oh boy, are they going to have a surprise, okay? But sandbags full of actual sand are great bullet stoppers. And some sandbags stacked under your windowsill inside your house, if you had to turn it into a fighting position, will give you an advantage over people you're looking at downrange. All right, dudes? It will. It will give you an advantage. Okay? And people don't even have to know they're there, right? They're inside the house. Because, guys, houses are not bulletproof, man. You know? They will be Swiss cheese in a gunfight. Okay? Don't believe the movies. Hollywood is full of shit. All right? What else can you do to be prepared? Okay? How else can you deal with the Golden Horde? Well, the people you think are good that you're forced to deal with, you know, I wouldn't give them any handouts, guys. I think you're going to attract more attention, and a lot of them are going to expect more, right? But I would give them some hope, send them on down the road. You know, hey, there's a refugee camp 5 miles down that way. I'm not suggesting you lie to them, but I'm suggesting you give them another option that's more appealing than staying where they are, okay? For those members of the Golden Horde that want to take your shit by force, I'm going to tell you guys something. Like, you really need to make sure you are trained. Okay? You need to seek training. And if you watch my firearms video, I spent a lot of time on rifle, and I spent a lot of time on a modern sporting rifle, semi-automatic, that takes magazines. Okay? You want to be trained with that weapon system. Okay? The next thing you want to do, if you're forced to deal with people that are getting violent, okay, is you want to win the initiative, right? If it is going south and you know it's going to turn violent, act first, all right? You're not back in freaking middle school where you want to let the other guy throw the first punch, okay? And that's bullshit these days anyways, dudes. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure there's no cameras around, right? But you want to win the initiative, okay? And third, you want to act with extreme violence of action. You are going to be massively violent until it is ended. That's how you go home. All right? I think that about sums it up, dudes. You really do not want to be dealing with the Golden Horde. Probably the massive majority of us, though, are going to have to deal with it on some level, right? But the less you have to deal with it, the better. Okay? So that's how you want to focus your preps, right? And seriously, guys, location, man. If you're on the fence about location, you're thinking about moving, maybe go back and watch that video again. Okay? And seriously think about it. All right? That is probably, it's so huge. I mean, that might very well just be the number one thing about prepping. Period. Very, very good possibility. That's number one. All right. Okay, dudes, I'm going to let y'all go. I hope you enjoyed that video. Like, share, subscribe it. Okay. If you're interested in supporting the channel and help me get some better equipment to make better videos, then check out my Patreon page. I'm going to put a link down in the description. I'm going to try to at least, okay? And that's it, guys. Let's get some comments down below. What did I miss? I'm sure I missed something. Just shoot from the hip. No notes, right? Just speaking my thoughts, okay? I'll see you guys in the next video.